Hi, I'm Melissa Vance with the Wayne County Area Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to Chamber Chat. This episode, we're going to have with us a couple local contractors, both on the residential side and the commercial side, and then we're going to end talking about the annual dinner that's coming up on January 20th and our award winners, so you'll want to stick around for that too. Welcome back. So I'm Melissa, and with me I have the pleasure of talking with Terry Robinson from Trademark Homes. And Terry, you guys have been busy lately.
We have. We've been very fortunate.
Tell us a little bit about your company first. How long have you been in business? Where are you?
Well, I started with my former partner, and he then passed away, and I took over the company. And we've been as Trademark Construction for the last 10 years, but certainly several years prior to that.
Right. You've been in the industry for a long time.
Forever.
Selling and overseeing and all of that kind of stuff. So we have you to thank for a lot of the beautiful homes that are around the county.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do.
Well, we did a count, and we think somewhere around 750 to 800 houses later, we're just as enthusiastic and just as excited as we were when we first started. So
wow, and that's in a 10-year time period?
Probably a 20-year.
20-year, okay.
I would say.
That is a lot of
houses.
A lot of houses. And they range from all sizes. People don't have to think, oh, well, I can only go to Trademark Homes if I'm building a 10,000 square foot structure. They can come to you for a whole range of sizes and needs.
You will look at, you will go buy a work site, and it's a $140,000 starter home. And then we just finished up a project that was 1.2 million custom home.
And
so we cover from the bottom all the way to the top.
Right.
We made a decision when the recession hit. I would say we pretty much specialized in certain houses, maybe the mid-range.
Right.
But when the recession hit, I had to make a decision how we were going to survive and how we were going to make it in the new environment and the new world that we had found ourselves. So I basically just made the decision we're going to be all things to all people, and we're going to provide excellent houses for everyone, regardless of the price. And I feel good about that decision. So we're staying with it.
And you know, when I look at the houses that you guys have done, it doesn't matter what end of that spectrum is. It might matter what what fixtures you have, but as far as the quality, the craftsmanship, the skill, the attention to details, they're in all of it.
Yes. Same finished carpenter that's working on the full-blown custom house is the same carpenter, the same painters that finish our lower-priced homes. So you're going to get the same workmanship, regardless. And I agree with you that that's been a big advantage for us. It's certainly not my doing. It's my employees.
And you have 13 employees with you full-time.
Yes, and many
in addition
subs.
to many subs that are working for you throughout the year. And, that's kind of that ripple effect that we just talk about. Hire a local contractor, and you're not just hiring the local contractor, you're hiring the local electrician and the local plumber and all of those things too. Just supplies a lot of jobs to Wayne County.
The statistic, and of course it varies depending on the size of the home, but just call it an average, an overall average. Each new home employs 3.5 people per year. So if, for example, this year it looks like we're going to close somewhere around 20 units. So if you looked at our company, you would think we're a small company and you wouldn't focus on us as a large employer in the community. But the fact of the matter is that if you take the 20 units times 3.5, you're looking at 70 plus employees, people that are employed for one full year.
Which is huge.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that depend on us building houses.
Right.
Sure.
So talk a little bit about what style of homes you guys specialize in, or is there a style? Or is it all different depending upon who you're working with?
I would say that's been a big plus for our company, that we try to design homes to fit today's world. I would say that's been the cottage, craftsman, the internet with Dwell and Pinterest and House. Has customers come to me and they'll just have a list, or they'll have pictures of interiors of rooms, that here's what I want my room to look like. So that's been actually a big help.
Great.
Because that tells us what direction that they're wanting to go.
And you do construction for commercial projects as well. So we have a couple minutes left. Talk about that.
We do some commercial projects. We finished up the Meridian Healthcare facility on US 27,
which looks fabulous, and they received recognition as a nominee for Community Improvement Awards this year, thanks to you. So.
And
congratulations.
And the Papa Murphys also received that.
Yes.
So we did that complete remodel. That was might have been easier if we'd have just torn it down. We've done some remodeling at IU East, a couple different projects. Love's Truck Stop.
Great.
And I was just thinking about it. Elstro Automotive, which is over on Northwest 5th. Certainly not, again, I wouldn't categorize us as a, quote, commercial builder, but we certainly dabble in that.
Right.
And we're working on a new project that's on Winding Ridge Drive off of US 27, off of Chester Boulevard. And I'm excited about that because that will be 8 condominiums. It'll be called Water Tower Terrace, and the reason for that is the water tower was there on that site.
Okay, gotcha.
So we thought, what are we going to name it? And we just thought, well, let's name it Water Tower Terrace.
And those will be leased or
They will be
sold?
leased.
Okay.
And they'll have some different features about them that maybe it's not as available. And I currently provide rental housing for several people in the community, but this project, obviously, you want to have something a little different.
Right.
So I would say maybe just some custom features, some features about it that are appealing. The front window is like a garage door.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of a neat thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Just some features about it that are, I would say, kind of new.
Just a little outside of the box for Wayne County anyway.
And I think it's important, we sometimes don't focus on investment properties and rental housing as important, but we as a community have to realize that many people that are commuting and coming into this community are not prepared to purchase a home right away.
Immediately.
So getting them in a nice property to live in this community, to me, is providing a important
right.
cog in the wheel.
Right. Well, Terry, thank you for being with me today. If people want to get in touch with you to build a house or just talk about concepts, ideas, how do they reach you?
They can reach me by email,
Okay.
terry@trademarkhomesllc.com.
Okay.
They can call our office.
Wonderful.
We're easy to find.
Great.
And we're located in the Historic Depot District.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, just a few doors down from Little Sheba's in Roscoe. So
few
grab a
doors
coffee,
down.
head on over, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks for being with
Thank
us.
you.
Welcome back. Now with me, I have a friend and a great contractor here in Wayne County, Brett Rowland from Whitewater Construction. Brett, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you join us. As you know, we're kicking off a two-part series all about construction in Wayne County and local contractors, and so we're glad you're part of the lineup.
I'm glad I'm here.
Well, tell us a little bit about your company. How long have you been in business? Where are you located?
Well, we've been in business for 29 years. We're located at 1417 Sheridan Street, right across from the Fairview School. My father started the business. It was recently purchased by myself in the last 2 years. We had a kind of a transition in the year 2000 that a company in Ohio had purchased our company, and we called it Winco Whitewater. So there may be some confusion now of what our name really is.
Okay.
We went from Whitewater Construction to Winco Whitewater, and now we're back to Whitewater Construction. We felt it was very important to keep the name within the organization, being that my father and my mother started it, and we thought it was a good thing to keep it all in the same name.
Absolutely. That had to feel really nice when you just kind of had the company back home.
It was,
so
and
to
not
speak.
so much for me, but probably my parents as well.
Yes.
They didn't want to see that legacy go.
Right.
So.
Well, and not just a legacy of a name, but a legacy of quality workmanship.
Yeah, that is one of the things that I carried on from my father. He was all about quality, and not so much quality, but also the detail to the attention to detail, and also to provide the best service that you could possibly do for a customer, and that's what we've lived up to.
And that's one thing that, you know, I guess I'm a customer service cheerleader, but there are a lot of companies that do great work, but they just don't have that customer service focus or the time sometimes to be customer friendly. And I feel like you and your employees very much fit that bill, where you do fantastic work, but you're very customer friendly.
Yeah, we're very strong in that category. Right up from myself to my office manager, and then our team outside the office. They are the team. They are my family. Without them, you know, we're not Whitewater Construction. But they know as well as I do that the customer comes first, and that's what we try to do. Absolutely.
Now, you have done a lot of work around the community and the surrounding area. So, what kind of perimeter of Wayne County, you know, when you're looking at your market, what does your market encompass? How big is the region?
Well, of course, we'd like to stay within Wayne County for one, the travel time, you know, keeping control of the guys, and it is a little more difficult to run a company outside the city limits, but we've done several jobs in Indianapolis, several in Dayton, some Cincinnati projects. In fact, we're doing one now in Cincinnati. Brookville, Ohio is a big one for us, has been for years. Winchester, Liberty, I mean, we're going probably 60 miles out.
And I think that's important. I mean, yes, we want Richmond and Wayne County folks to give you a call and use you when they have projects that need to be done. But you're not just doing projects in Wayne County and having people reinvest their money in the county, which is important, and we'll talk about that even more on the next show. But you're bringing dollars from outside back home when you have local employees working outside the community and doing some of that work. They're bringing their paychecks back to Wayne County. I think that's really important.
Yeah, we feel the same way. We would love to do all of our work in Wayne County, but with the market the way it is, you have to kind of think outside the box. And if it tends to lead you in another county or another state, even,
right,
we'll do that. And
right,
quite honestly, a lot of the stuff that we're doing outside of Richmond or Wayne County is because of customers that we've worked with in the county have grown their business to other states and cities, and that we travel with them.
Which is exciting, because once a customer works with Whitewater and experiences that here, they want to take you with them wherever they go.
There's very, very few customers that we've lost after we've done a project with them.
Customer loyalty is really what your business is about.
Yep.
That's what it's built on.
Loyalty and service and quality. That's our three key components.
Well, we were excited last year at our Community Improvement Awards to be able to recognize Whitewater Construction. Well, let me just say, I think you've had a hand in a lot of the projects that have been recognized over the last 2 years since I've been at the Chamber, doing work with a lot of these local businesses. But one of them won an award last year. And I think we'll put the picture up in a minute, but the VA clinic here in town, they purchased that building and they needed to make it work, and you made it work.
Yeah, we made it work. It was that was a lot of work behind the scenes. We worked with a local developer, Rod Weiss, with putting a package together to present to the VA, along with an architect, an out-of-town architect, and we put the project together. We were selected to do the job and selected for that project or that particular location. They had basically decided to do one of 3 different areas, and they picked this one. The building itself certainly needed a facelift. It needed something. It was looking bad, and I think for what money we spent, the time we spent, and particularly the tenant that went in there, we're very excited to have the VA clinic in there.
So they won the Quality of Life Award for 2015 Community Improvement Awards. And how rewarding is that to be able to know that you had a hand in a VA clinic that's now serving so many of our local veterans and taking care of them?
You know, there's a lot of jobs we do they're all important to me, but when it comes to something like this one, particularly when you're helping local veterans find a place for them to get medical help,
right?
It's truly a lot more emotional for me and my employees both to know what we did for the community and the local veterans. It was a win-win. So we're very, that's probably one of our most proud of projects we've ever done.
And then you're doing new structures in town, specifically one in Centerville right now that's almost complete.
Yes. For Scott Hoppy and his wife, Angie, we're doing a project. It's going to be similar to a nature's nook, but it's going to have kind of home therapy type of stuff, herbals, and I'm not sure exactly what all is going to go in there, but we were very happy to do that one.
It looks great. I drive by it every day, and it's just nice to have something else new and fresh going in there.
Centerville, yeah.
Yes, I love it.
As soon as you go into town, it's beautiful.
I love it. And then, recently we did the ribbon cutting at the Leland with their, what used to be a swimming pool, now is their nurses area. And it looks fabulous.
Yeah, that was a challenge itself. I mean, that's what we thrive on, is doing projects like that. We converted a swimming pool into a medical facility.
And it looks beautiful. When I heard about it, I thought, how in the world are they going to do that? But it really looks nice.
Yeah, we're really proud of that, and Leland themselves are very happy with it as well.
Well, Brett, if someone wants to get in touch with you about doing a project or just talking through some ideas or meeting you, how would they get in touch with you?
They can call our office at 765-935-4584. They can always check us out on whitewaterconstruction.com.
Okay. Well, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
My pleasure.
Well, welcome back to Chamber Chat, and I'm glad to have with me Ed De La Paz, our Director of Marketing and other things. And so welcome, Ed.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be back on the show.
We've got annual dinner just around the corner. Can you believe it?
Very exciting, very exciting.
Seems like it has crept up. It is almost here. And this week, we've announced the winners of our awards and all the people that are going to be recognized at that dinner on January 20th. And we have some exciting names in the lineup.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We went with the theme of Together We Win, building upon the sports theme of working together to accomplish better things.
Right.
But yeah, so we were right on the event. It's coming up really soon.
Yes.
So we're gonna talk about the winners, and so you guys kind of have an idea of who's gonna win, and you can come and support them.
Absolutely. I know if you're watching this show, there are going to be some names on here that you know, and people that you think highly of. Come on out to the annual dinner and help support them.
Correct. Yeah.
So are we ready?
Yeah.
Drum roll. Are you going to announce them?
Okay. Yeah. So for Volunteer of the Year, we have
Caitlin Lacey. Caitlin is just a really neat person from Western Wayne. She's a teacher at Lincoln High School, but more importantly, to us anyway, she's the FFA sponsor there, and she just does a fabulous job with those students. They come in after our annual dinner on the Saturday morning, all energetic when we're all worn out. They help us tear down and do the cleanup. But then this year, they also came and pitched in and helped tremendously with our farm tour. And she just is a wonderful example for those kids. So,
definitely.
Volunteer of the Year, Caitlin Lacey.
And the next, the Achievement of Excellence for Non-Profit is
Richmond Symphony Orchestra. Near and dear to my heart. They're celebrating their 60th season, and that's a lot of time in this community providing professional quality. And then they're out in the community and doing free concerts for kids, helping students develop their musical appreciation. They're just great.
And then next we have Bob Rosa's Buy Local Award, and the winner is
Cope Environmental Center.
Ooh.
They just finished that fabulous building using local contractors, right along with the theme of this show and next, and it's beautiful.
And then moving on to the business sector, the next award is Partner in Education.
A-House Tool and Engineering. The A-House clan, so to speak, the group over there, they have their hand in Third Grade Academy and K-Ready program. They're just doing things a lot with Manufacturing Matters. They're perfect for Partner in Education.
Next up, we have Outstanding Service to Agriculture Award. And the winner is?
Gullier Farms, again, tying back to the farm tour, they put just a tremendous amount of effort into hosting a fabulous tour this year. So, rightfully so, they're the winners.
Okay, and then the next awards, they're actually it's the same award, but one's for smaller business, one's for larger business. We have the Achievement of Excellence Small Business.
This goes to Doc's Pop with Ray and Sharon Onco. They're located downtown. They just do a really neat business. They're involved in the community and give back to the community in so many ways.
Oh yeah, and the Richmond Shakespeare Festival.
Absolutely. Richmond Shakes. So they're great.
And then on the large business side of things, we have
The Leland Legacy. We just talked about how they revamped that whole pool area with Whitewater Construction and just opened. But beyond that, what they're doing in that building and keeping it true to the historic nature, and then also just serving our senior community very well.
And then finally, and under the business sector, we have Corporation of the Year. And the winner is?
Indiana University East. So they get Corporation of the Year this year. I can't say enough. If I get started, I won't end, and we won't get off of this segment in time, but they definitely deserve it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they have an entire new building, and they just do so many great things.
It's lovely.
Okay, now going on to the individual awards, we have the Emergency Service Professional of the Year, and that is
Richmond Police Department's Lieutenant Donnie Benedict. He is the one that has kind of led the charge for Coffee with a Cop, and they've been out in the community in a non-threatening way, talking to citizens and building relationships, and I think that's gone a long way.
The next one is Educator of the Year.
Educator of the Year goes to Phil Stevenson, who is Centerville's superintendent. He has been in education for his entire career, most of which he's been at Centerville, starting as a teacher and then principal and now superintendent.
Awesome. And then finally, we come to the Art Vivian Distinguished Community Leader Award. And who is that?
Well, this award used to be Citizen of the Year, and then several years ago it was named after Art Vivian, who is a fabulous person. But one of the few women who have won this award, and it goes to Penny Wicks. Penny and her husband Mike own Willie and Red's in Hagerstown, Hartley Hills Golf Club, some retail business, as well as Precision Wire. But they are, again, perfect examples of giving back to the community, and she is such a humble person. I'm so excited to have her be our Art Vivian winner this year.
Fantastic. Sounds like a list of amazing people that's going to be awarded that night. I definitely look forward to the event. So
it's going to be great. If you want to join us, visit our website, wcareachamber.org/chamber dinner. Or if you just go to the main site, you'll see the links. You can go right there. Get registered early. We sold out last year at nearly 600 people, and you don't want to miss it.